energy is the Two of Pentacles. And so this is a day where you are juggling matters and making some choices. Now, the overarching theme is the Ace of Swords, so perhaps you have to make a decision about what responsibilities you tackle, whether you can successfully juggle your responsibilities, or a choice in a relationship. Maybe you're having to cut something. You're having to choose between two options and clearly define which path you're going to follow. So this is a day where you're trying to keep those balls in the air, those coins flowing. And you may find that there is this influx of money, and immediately that money is earmarked for something. So it's like as soon as money hits your hands, it's got to go toward this or that or the other. So you may find that you have spread yourself a little bit too thin. Now, if this is with regard to responsibility, maybe it's simply multitasking. Maybe you're very talented at doing several things at once. That's a good skill for today's events. And so for some of you, something out of the ordinary could occur today. Maybe there's some kind of romantic or financial or legal opportunity, or some kind of stroke of unexpected good luck, something that comes out of the blue when you least expect it and from where you least expect. So this could be a day where you're skillfully managing what's on your agenda. You're making good decisions. You're using the power of that Ace of Swords to determine what goal is important. And so this is a good time to review your finances, your responsibilities, your choices, with the goal of focusing on long-range benefits. It's a day, though, where you may feel some kind of up and down movement, whether it's in your finances or it's in your fortune, your emotions. You may be riding a wave of up and down. Because you've spread yourself too thin, you're having to manipulate a situation and you need to make a decision. Now, it may have to do with a gift or either, prompting some kind of change. Maybe you are a merchant of some sort. You deal in commerce, so there's an exchange of goods or services. Maybe you're changing your job, you're changing your environment, or there's a change within your environment and somehow. But today is all about movement, keeping things moving. And so being inflexible or rigid today is working against you. Now, some of you, maybe you're trying to avoid something. Especially if, you're having difficulty making a choice, or you're in an uncomfortable situation that has you feeling some emotional highs and lows. If that's the case, your approach may be to try to use some coping mechanism to keep something at bay. Maybe, again, you call in sick, or you've got a headache, or, for whatever reason, you just can't deal with something. And the reason could be real, or it could be something imaginary that you've made up, but it's your means of keeping something in the distance, avoiding people, situations, things that you don't want to face or deal with. In other situations, you are really, in a tight spot. You're having to try to shuffle your finances around. Maybe you're taking from one account and putting something in another account, and you're having to make do with very little right now. But some of it, the issues today could be a direct result of being impractical, unrealistic, not paying attention to the limit, and perhaps feeling overwhelmed by the complexity of a situation. Maybe you're dealing with something very daunting, or something is unstable, whether that's your emotions, conditions, your finances. There's a restlessness because you need to make a choice. Perhaps you've mishandled something, or you haven't put in enough effort. And so today you're very aware of limitation, whether you've bitten off more than you can chew, or whether you're at a disadvantage because maybe you're in a relationship where someone else is in control of the finances and you don't have access, or you're waiting to get paid and you haven't received the check or the money, or maybe there's some disorganization. Maybe you haven't even sent out, the invoice for the money, or there's just something that points to mishandling or wastefulness that has a repercussion. And so, you may feel as a result very irritable or depressed, or again, like you're on that emotional seesaw. So today, the more adaptable you can be, the more quickly you can adjust to ups and downs, the better you are, the better you can deal with something that might otherwise complicate your life, your routine, or your outlook.